you love golf? Does it get in the way in your relationship, guys? I mean, you need to tell your wife, look, I love golf, but I love you more. Okay, and here today is Jody Walker, author of the book, Honey, I Love You. I love golf, but I love you more. This is the title of the book. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for having me.
So I'm just sensing that you have a vested interest in this topic. How did this come up in the first place?
I do. I actually grew up in a family of golfers. So my dad was a golfer. My brother is a golfer. He's a scratch golfer today. My niece is a golfer. She had gotten a golf scholarship. And then later I married a golfer. So a vested interest is actually an understatement. And so it was really at that point, being married to a golfer, starting to really realize I wasn't a golfer at that time. So I started, what's the fascination?
It's very time consuming. People are extremely passionate about the game. And for a non-golfer, I would think it'd be really tough to understand. We love the title, Honey, I Love Golf, but I Love You More. But then the subtitle is, read that for me. I can't see it upside down.
What she needs to know if you want to keep teeing it up.
Oh, okay. Well, I think we can speak in metaphors here if you like. So what is it about men and women? Why do we look at this game differently?
Well, men and women, we're different, right? We already know that. Men are from Mars.
And thank goodness.
That's right. Men are from Mars, women are from Venus. I mean, you don't see too many men coming up to their wives and saying, honey, you know, does my butt look big in these new golf pants? You know, you just don't see that.
No, and they don't ask the guys that in the locker room either.
No, they don't care about that. So, but they're very passionate about the game. And so one of the reasons I wrote the book is because I really wanted women who weren't golfers to understand why their men love the game so much and to be more understanding and to improve their relationship around that, and then for women to get into the game and to realize they can get into the game too. So we surveyed a lot of golfers, and it was interesting. The things that came up, the words they used, Mark, to actually describe, words like zen that they got from being on the golf course, exhilarating, touching nature, being out there with the beautiful scenery, the camaraderie.
You know, what's so funny about this is that you're talking about people, by and large, that love this game, but they really stink when it comes to how they play it. It doesn't mean they're any good at the game at all. They just love this whole experience.
That's right, and it keeps bringing them back and bringing them back. So
because they hit one good shot in their life.
They're like, oh my goodness, you know, they're so excited.
Right.
But what happens, Mark, is they don't oftentimes come home and really share all that with their wife. You know, they'll just say, oh, it was, you know, I had a great day. You know, if it's really great, or they got a hole in one or something really spectacular, they'll talk about it. But, you know, typically, you know, she'll say, how was it? And that's about it. And one of the things I tell women is that when your husband comes home is don't just say, how was your day? Say, what was the best hole of the day? And then it opens up the conversation for some dialogue, for them to talk more about it. And
but I'm looking at this, Jody, too, and I'm thinking, you and I were talking during the commercial break. You know, I've got other activities other than golf that I'm very passionate about, spend a lot of time with. This really applies to all those things, and it's kind of a two-way street. I can see applying this concept to men and women, the conversation going both directions about the passion that takes you away from a certain amount of time in your relationship.
That's right, whatever it might be, because, you know, 5 hours, if you're going out to play 18 holes, it's 5 hours of golf.
Right.
Now, when I go, I enjoy playing 9 holes. So if I go out with some lady friends, we might just play 9 holes and have a glass of wine afterwards, and, you know, it's all fun. But for men, they want to play 18 holes. So and my husband has
or
played
36.
Or 36. So my husband would gladly go around again.
Right.
And it's just that's how passionate they are. And I think when it's all about communication, you have to really be able to communicate more about it. And there's a funny story in the book that a man that, you know, just calls home to tell his wife he's on the 19th hole. And she said, oh, okay, great. Okay, I'm going to start cooking dinner. And that was it. And so she didn't realize that the 19th hole was actually not the last hole of the game. So 19th hole obviously being either the restaurant or bar where you go to have a beverage of choice. And so he didn't come home for a while. She didn't come home. She was concerned. So finally she calls her best friend. She goes, oh my goodness, don't you know that the 19th hole, that is not the last hole of the game? So obviously communication, he didn't even realize.
You got to talk. Folks, again, the name of the book, Honey, I Love Golf, but I Love You More. It's Jody Walker, and pick up a copy and learn a little something about how we can all get along with this great game.
And Mark, we've got the contest, Golfer's Wife of the Year, as well.
Okay, yeah, and check that out. We're going to have a link at our website. You might be the Golfer's Wife of the Year, and you might win some nice prizes because of that.
Great, great.
Okay. Nationwide search.
That's right. A trip at La Costa Resort right here as well, and his and her golf clubs from Adams Golf.
Very good. Jody, thanks.
Thanks.
Good to see you.